Hey guys, so I had a friend message me today asking questions about extensions. And for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know, I am a licensed cosmetologist and I have worked a good bit with extensions in the past, and I've worn them myself. I don't wear them now. But she was asking me about different kinds, different types, what would be good. She has somewhat thin hair. She's had 2 kids, and that affects your hair a lot, in case you don't know. And I also have thin hair, so we kind of relate on that subject. But basically what I told her the best thing would probably be to do is to purchase her own hair and make her own clip-in extensions. It would save her a lot of money. It wouldn't be so much of an investment if it didn't work out for her, if she didn't like them, or if she decided to change her hair one day. So what I wanted to do is show you guys how I made my own hair extensions, and I also wanted to talk about the hair extensions a little bit. So first of all, I want to talk about types of hair. There's many different brands that you can get, but my personal favorite that I was introduced to in the very first salon I worked in is Remy Saga 100% human hair, and this is what it looks like, and mine are very styled, and to be totally honest, I haven't taken care of them like I should. But like I said, I didn't spend a lot of money on them, which shouldn't matter. But I have been keeping them in one of my husband's extra dot kits. Anyway, 100% human hair is what you want. It can be heat styled, it can be colored. I ombre mine. I don't know if you can see that, because my hair is ombre and it's been ombre for a long time. Anyway, there's several different types of hair that you can get. There's many different brands. I'm sure you probably know of one that may be better. I just prefer the Remy Saga. So you can go to any supply store that carries the long wefts of hair. They're usually rolled up in a pack. I wish I still had my pack, but I don't. And you can get them in different lengths. They come in, I think they start at like 8 inches and go all the way to like 24. And anything over that, I think you have to order. But mine are, I want to say mine are 16 inch or 18 inch. My hair was really short when I first got them, so I didn't want to get them too long because it makes it a little harder to blend them. That's another thing you need to watch out for. If you have hair up to your chin, and you're wanting to do a long extension, it's going to require you to do a little more styling, a little more hiding and things like that. But if you get one that's not too much longer than your hair, you can style it without it looking strange. Care and maintenance wise, like I said, I colored mine, and for some reason I always shampooed mine because I used a lot of products in my hair at the time. I would highly advise against that. I mean, this hair doesn't grow to the scalp. It doesn't have as many oils, natural oils from your scalp to nourish it. Really all it needs, if you're not wanting to use a straightener to straighten out curly hair, the best thing to do is to put a deep conditioner on it, and that can be an actual deep conditioner or like coconut oil you can put on there. I would suggest letting it stay on there at least an hour. Probably wouldn't do overnight. I've done that before, and I think it makes them have kind of a film on them. Maybe like 1 to 3 hours at the most, and then rinse it with warm water, and then rinse them with cold water. And cold water just kind of relaxes the hair shaft, because it is human hair. It does have a hair shaft on it and an outer layer to each strand. You want to relax that. The reason that I say that you should be careful of shampooing it is because this hair has been treated, and it's just like your hair. If you constantly shampoo it, you're going to dry it out. Mine are pretty dry at the ends. I have shampooed them way too many times, more than I should have. But also, if you color them, say you get blonde ones and you color your hair brown, color them to match your hair. You shouldn't have to color them again, especially if you're not shampooing them too much. I know people that think that when they color their hair, they have to color their extensions again, but that's not true. The hair is not fading like your hair does. This is not going to be exposed to as much as your actual hair would be. Last thing is that you should treat it just like you would treat your own hair, especially when you're heat styling. You know, when you put your curler on there, don't hold your curler longer than you would hold it on your own hair. They will break because it is human hair, and like I said, it's not being nourished like your hair is. So just keep that in mind when you are using and reusing your extensions. So now I'm going to kind of talk about making the extensions. I'm actually going to take this one apart to show you how I sewed my own clips on there. And total, I think I spent either I spent a total of 65 or 85. I think I told my friend 65, but I really think it was closer to 85 because these clips come in, I think it's 3 in a pack, and they're usually $3 a pack. So depending on how many clips you need, that determines how much money you're going to spend. Now my actual extensions I think were 50 or 60. So, but it came on this long strand of hair, and I've given some of the hair away. That's why I don't have all of it. But this is all I needed, so it was fine. But anyway, so I'm going to show you the difference. Usually when you get extensions, they come in a single weft like this. It's just one sewn strand of hair. Now, because I have thinner hair and I like the look of thicker extensions, I double wefted some of mine. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to show you how to sew the double weft because it's the same principle with this, except you're not folding this in half, obviously. So what you have to do first is take the hair. Like I said, it's going to come in a really long thing. So what you might want to do is just cut a pretty big piece off so you can work with it. And what you're going to do, and hopefully y'all will be able to see this. Let's see. You would section your hair. This is your occipital bone, in case you didn't know, this bone where your head kind of comes back to the front. You're going to section right up underneath your occipital bone. I hope y'all can see this. And then you're going to measure, you'll clip that hair up, and I should have brought a clip, and you're going to measure across. And you're not going to go all the way to the edge because you want to hide your extensions. You're going to measure across, and you'll kind of mark it. You know, you make your mark over here, and then you're going to pull your extensions around on the whole weft. And what you're going to do is double it. So if you have it marked like this, you want to take from the extra and roll it over and cut there, if that makes sense. So then you have a double weft, and one end will have a fold. This is one of my really long pieces, and this is the one that goes like from the top of this ear to almost the top of this ear, and it goes all the way around like that. This one is also doubled, and you can see it has 3 clips. Anything longer than 4 inches needs 3 clips. Maybe 6 inches, you could probably get away with that. But it's the same concept, sewing, and then I just double loop stitched all the way across to the other extension, or the other clip. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. Here's a list of all the lengths of hair pieces that we'll be doing. We have total 7 with an optional 1-inch piece for your heavier side if you decide to do that. You'll also need to purchase clips, and here I also have it listed out how many you will need for each extension. First, you'll need some scissors, your extension clips, a needle, and some all-purpose thread. Fold your extension in half and get a pretty long piece of thread, because what you're going to do is you're going to double it over so that it's a little stronger and thicker. Thread your needle just like you would, pull it through, and like I said, double it and make a knot at the very end so that it can go through your extension and not go all the way through. I just clipped the little end off right there, and now you're ready to start. Okay, open your extension clip and make sure that the teeth are facing downwards. That's how you know that you'll have it clipped the right way in your hair. And then you can close it back and line it up with the end of your extension. I know it's hard to see, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, it helps if you put your needle through first and just sew one little stitch through before you put your extension on. Wow, that's a horrible angle. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, so now you check again, make sure, put your needle through the hole. There's little holes in the side of the extension, like that. And then go right next to where you went through with the first loop. Now that you have that secure, you're just going to go behind the clip and sew the double wefted part of the extension together. And I'm just doing a loop stitch, which all that means is you go through and you pull it back over the extension and you keep going through the same side. You're not going back and forth through the back, through the front. You just want to keep going through the front of the extension, or at least what's facing you. Okay, here I'm making a knot, and basically what you do there is while your loop is open from the front to the back, you pull your needle through and it locks it in place with a knot. And here I'm just finishing up the very end of the clip. I came to the end, and so now I can finish securing it to the hair weft itself. After each one, you want to do a knot as well. So now I'm just going to continue to sew through the weft all the way until I get to the point that I need to start the next extension clip. Had a little mishap here, and that will happen, but you can always make a knot and cut it if you need to start over. So there you can see through the front, pulling through the back. Okay, so you're going to repeat again with the extension clip. Make sure the teeth are downwards. Go through the hole, through the front and the back of the weft. Move the extension out of the way and finish sewing through until you get to the very end of the extension clip. Okay guys, since I just got this camera, I don't have a big enough memory card to do full videos, so my video cut off at the end. But basically, I sewed this last one on and then just finished off with one of those knots that you saw earlier in the video that I explained. So that's basically it. I know that was kind of rough and I may have to do a little bit more, but hopefully you get the idea of it. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me through the social media sites below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks. Bye.